Welcome to Sumita Roy's English classroom. This is Professor Sumita Roy, and today I shall talk to you about using action words. In the grammar lessons, I have explained in great detail about lexical verbs, and I have also explained to you auxiliary verbs. That is the grammar item. But how are you going to use it while you're speaking? And which words indicate action? Action is where the verb is performing something where there is a movement, something where there is a change. So these verbs are very important for you because you can use them whenever you speak or whenever you write. These list of action words are important even when you're learning vocabulary. Before I begin, let me remind you to watch the videos completely, to subscribe, to like and share, and certainly to send your comments. As far as possible, your comments will be answered quickly. When you are watching today's video, I would like you to go back to all the videos. 7 videos of verbs are there, and then one beginner's language drill verb is there. So these 8 videos, if you watch, and then you practice what I'm telling you today, your ability to use verbs will be excellent. Let us come to these. Now, the primary auxiliary verbs are verbs which show different things like is, are, am, all forms of to be. They show the existence. Something is there. That means static. But we are not talking about static verbs now. We are talking about active, action verbs. Verbs which show some action, some movement. Similarly, the verb have, also a primary auxiliary verb. It shows belonging. You say, I have a pen. Pen is there. Verb is not showing any action. Then you say, I write with my pen. The verb write is the verb of action. Write. You are using the pen to do some activity. You are doing some action using the verb. That verb becomes an action verb. So today let us talk about 20 action verbs. You can add hundreds to this list. I'm only giving you a few examples because I want you to explore more and more of these examples so that you are creating sentences of your own. And when you have confidence to make your own sentences, then you know your English is improving. Many of you are asking in what order to watch the videos. Those of you who want to learn speaking, watch these speaking practice videos. But whenever in a video I'm telling you to go back and watch something, then you must watch those also. So after finishing this, you go to the other videos. Some of the videos will come as premiere videos, in which case, for half an hour, you can be available on live chat. I will give you instructions in a separate video as to how to watch the videos in order to improve your English. Today, we shall concentrate only on action verbs. First, I will give you a sentence where the verb is static. The verb is not moving. It is either a verb which shows possession or a verb which shows a stability, a being. That sentence now gets transformed using a verb which is an action word. Let us take the examples. Using these examples, you can learn much, and practicing them aloud is important. Those of you who feel you cannot speak must practice them aloud. Play one sentence. stand in front of your mirror, pause the video, repeat that sentence 5 times, then play another sentence, pause the video, and again say it 5 times. If you say it standing in front of your mirror, then you will find that a lot of benefit comes. You become confident of your ability to speak because you're seeing yourself. How do you look? Do you look nervous, or are you not able to clearly pronounce what you want to say? These are important. So, the first sentence I'm giving you, there is water in the jug. There is a jug here, and there is water in the jug. So the verb is shows you that it is present. It is there. There is water in the jug. Nothing is happening. No action is happening. Now you say, I pour some water from the jug. I pour some water into my glass. Suppose I have a glass with me. I pour some water from the jug into the glass. I pour some water from the jug into the glass. The verb pour shows action. From the jug into the glass, the verb is pour. So water is being coming from one place to the other. This movement is what we call action verb. So in the first sentence, there is no action. Water is in the jug. In the second sentence, the verb pour shows the position change, and that is why action. These are very, very important words. Right in the beginning of your learning of any language, you need to learn action words. There was tea in the cup. There was tea in the cup. Again, was. There's a cup and there is tea in it. He drank some tea from the cup. He drank. Now, the verb drank here is an action verb. There was tea, no action. It is static, it is stable, it is there inside. But as soon as you say he drank, that becomes an action. You pick up the cup, you put it to your lips, and then the tea goes inside. That is the action. There is a movement. That movement is what we are looking for. A bird was sitting on the branch. Birds usually come and sit on the branch of a tree. So you can expand the sentence. A bird was sitting on the branch of the tree. No movement. The bird is sitting there, not moving at all. A monkey jumped onto the branch. Bird was sitting, no movement. There was a bird on the branch. The monkey jumped, action word, jumped onto the branch. I will do prepositions, some of you have asked. Now the word on to preposition, from and to preposition, in the jug in preposition. We will do all the prepositions and how they are used. But I'm just telling you because we came across the monkey jumped onto the branch. Therefore, the word jump. The river was deep. Now see the sentence. Again, the river was deep. The verb was does not show any kind of action. It only shows that the river, the quality of the river, was its depth, deep. Deep here is an adjective. We've also done adjectives. If you get doubts, go back to the adjective video and watch them. We swam across the river. Swim, past tense, swam. So we swam across the river. We swam across the river. Verb swam is movement. From this side to that side, you went swimming. So this action is shown. In the first sentence, no action. In the second one, the verb is an action verb. This is a busy road. This is a busy road. Again, the verb is tells you that there is no movement. There is no action here. You cannot cross this road. You cannot cross the movement, Negative movement. You can cross the road or you cannot cross the road. So you can change the sentence by saying, this is not a busy road. You can cross. Cross means to, movement. So you can cross the road. It's not a busy road. Therefore, the verb is cross, go across from one side to the other. Then, she has many toys. We are talking about a child. She has many toys. I borrowed some toys from her. She has many toys. Static. No action. It belongs. The toys belong to the child. I borrowed. Now see the movement. I borrowed some toys from her. The movement taking from her and putting it here, keeping it with you, borrowed. So their action is there. So in the list which I'm giving you, the first sentence is a sentence which has no verb of action. The second sentence is the one where action is there. The room was locked. No action. The room was locked. So that is the sentence where the verb was shows only the situation. How was the room? The room was locked. We broke the lock. Now see the fun? Broke. Broke is action. Lock is there. You go and hit it. It breaks. So we broke the lock would mean that there is an action going on. This kind of action makes your language very interesting. It makes your language so vibrant that everybody listens to you. If you use verbs which do not have action, then your sentences are not interesting. That is why action words are so important. You can think of many more sentences, by saying that we were careless and we broke a plate. If it is a, ceramic plate, you drop it, it breaks. Children were playing on the road, they broke the window pane. Pane is Pane, that means the glass of the window. Often happens, children are playing on the road, the ball hits the window and it breaks. So we are using the verb break as an action verb, and you can make all, starting from the verb pour to drank, jumped, swam, cross, borrowed, broke. All these you can use in many, many more sentences. That is the way in which you need to improve. Please remember that from now, when you listen to any passage, or when you speak, or when you read or write, notice how many verbs you are using which are static, which do not move, and how many verbs you are using which are verbs which move. That is action verbs. This you have to keep in mind. Let us continue. The gardener is here. The gardener is here. He has come. He waters the plants. Now remember, water we have come across many times. When I was doing nouns, I told you that water is an uncountable noun. Now look at the way in which it changes. Many of you asked, is waters the plural of water? No. In the noun form, waters means different sources of water. Suppose you get water from 4 rivers, then you say, these are the waters of 4 rivers. That is a totally different usage, not the word water. But here, the verb form of water is used. Many nouns in English can be used as verbs. That we learn in vocabulary, that is interchange of parts of speech. We shall do it in one vocabulary video when I will tell you how a single word can act as a noun sometimes, and sometimes it acts as a verb. So here the word water means to pour water, to supply water, to give water. So instead of using any of these verbs to give or supply or pour, we are using the word water itself to show that it is being watered. This verb is there. So it says, the gardener waters the plants. Here, waters is a verb, present tense verb, simple present tense. Because the gardener is third person, we don't use water. I say, I water my plants. You water your plants. They water their plants. But when it comes to he or she, then we say, she waters her plants. He waters her plants. Because S is added for the singular third person nouns or pronouns in English. This also, many people have asked for a Concord video. I will take up that video, then I will explain more. The gate was open. Static verb. The gate was open. I'm speaking slowly because many said they are writing notes. They wanted PowerPoint, but I'm not able to give you PowerPoint because majority of you are watching on smartphones and PowerPoint is not very clear. You can't see clearly. So I'm repeating myself very slowly. Please write down, pause the video, replay, and write it if you feel like. I feel very happy that you're making notes of these, but make notes so that I don't have to change my pattern of teaching and you don't miss anything which I'm saying. So here we have, the gate was open. Oh, nothing is happening, no action. Everyone rushed out. Now look at the verb rushed. They ran. So everyone rushed out. The verb rushed is the action verb here. Here, the gate was open, no problem. Everyone rushed out is where you have the action. And therefore, that's the action verb. It was a difficult lesson. Now, many of you are saying that, grammar is difficult. Yes, grammar is difficult, but listen to it many times. Listen to it slowly and practice it in your everyday life. Don't try to practice it from a grammar book. That doesn't help. Practice it while you're listening, speaking, etc. Like I'm telling you in each sentence, which is the verb. So actually what I'm telling you is a grammar lesson, but I'm saying this will help you to speak. So it was a very difficult lesson. Our teacher explained it clearly. Now see, action verb, explained. The lesson was difficult, but the teacher explained it clearly. That is what you are saying, where you have the word explained, which is an action word. The cage had a tiger. You go to the zoo, you find that there is a cage, and there inside the cage, there is a tiger. The tiger escaped from the cage. Oh, imagine, it's very dangerous. Tigers are very ferocious. So if somebody keeps the gate open, then the tiger escaped from the cage. Now, escape is action word. The cage had a tiger. Had is not an action word. It is a word of belonging. So the cage, the tiger, belonging. But here, escaped, moved from inside the cage to outside the cage. Therefore, it shows action. Then we have the next one. There is food on the plate. There is a plate in front of you, and on it, there is food. Here, the verb is static. Food is there, plate is there, everything is there. No movement, no action. So you say, you eat the food. Now, eat is action because food is there, you eat it, you take the food, put it inside. That movement is action. So you can see how important action words are for your speaking. Unless you use action words, you are not going to speak very well. Here is a policeman. Again, static. Here is a policeman. Policeman is standing near you. He is searching for the thief. Is searching. Now, action. He is searching. He's looking here and he's looking there, and he's searching for the thief. This is a nice job. Sorry. This is a nice joke. This is a nice joke. Again, static verb. The joke is nice. Everyone laughed after hearing it. Now, laugh is action. You have to say, ha ha ha. That is action. So, some movement. And therefore, everyone laughed after hearing the joke. Their action is there. These players are on the field. There are some players who are sports persons. They are on the field. Nothing is happening. No action. They are just there. Field is there. Players are there. They practiced for an hour. Now you see action word. The players are not only on the field, but they did something. What did they do? They practiced for an hour. So this is what we find whenever we have action words. We have to say, what happened? What did they do, or what did he do? What did she do? What did you do? You say that I poured water, or he watered the plants, or the monkey jumped onto the branch. All this answer will come from the question, what did he do? So you have two times, the verb do. Do implies action. So whenever you have this double do question, there you know that there is an action word. Suppose you say, do you like English? Then there is no do. Do you do this work every day? Then you have the idea that this, work which is being done, that is the action. This action word is what you're looking for. Now, the next sentence is, this is a guitar. This is a guitar. A guitar is a musical instrument. It has some strings and it can be played. You have to wear some thimbles on your fingers and you can play it. So, this is a guitar is static. It is just a guitar. You're saying this and you're saying guitar. My brother plays it well. Now, the verb plays is action word. My brother is a singular subject, third person. So we say play, plays. Now, the verb play also can be used as a noun, play. Both noun and verb have the same form, but depending on what they do in a sentence, we call them as a noun or a verb. Here, my brother plays the guitar. Here, plays is a verb. It is a singular third person verb which is in the simple present tense. All these I have explained already in the verbs chapter. I'm just telling you, I'm refreshing your mind for those of you who have watched it. Those of you who haven't watched the video will please go and watch it, because nouns and verbs are invaluable lessons for you. You need to know them thoroughly. Now we come. She has a sweet voice. She has a sweet voice. Again, static, no movement. Nothing is there except she has a sweet voice. Now, what is the action? She sings in the temple. Sing is action. She sings in the temple. So, the sweet voice in the first sentence helps her to sing. This is the action verb. Now, you say the next sentence. This place is not clean. This place is not clean. I clean it every day. Now you have used the word clean as a verb in the second sentence, which is an action verb. I clean. In the first sentence, the word clean is an adjective. This place, clean place, or not clean, unclean place. So place is being described by this place is clean or this place is not clean. Now that same adjective is being used as a noun also. I clean it every day. We shall have another video on habitual action. What do you do every day? So that habitual action we shall do in another video. But here you see the word every day. That means you do it as a habit. I clean the room every day. Clean is an action word because it shows the movement. In the first sentence, the place is not clean. There is no movement. It is completely static. See this house? See this house. So this is a house. This is a big house. It, you know, it was constructed last year. Now, someone constructed it last year. So how construct becomes, the word construct is action. So you have a house here. This is a house. Then in the first sentence where it is only a static word, in the second one, construct makes it into an action form. Then you have this horse is standing nearby. A horse is standing nearby, or there is a horse here. It runs very fast. Now there is a horse, static. It runs. The word run is an action word. So it runs very fast. That word run obviously makes it into an action word. I see a ball next to you. I see a ball next to you. You can throw it high. I see a ball next to you, A ball is next to you. You can throw it high. The word throw here is the action word. In this way, you can find that most of the verbs which are lexical verbs are action verbs, except very few of them which are not. So, are we using correct lexical verbs, correct action words, whenever we want to describe something? Sometimes we might make a mistake in the use of the verb for the correct action. Suppose you want to say, switch off the light or switch on the light. Very often mistake is made by saying on the light or off the light. That is not a verb at all. There is no verb in the sentence. So what you have to say is switch. Now switch on, switch off. These are action words. You are telling somebody to do some action. You can leave now. Leave means to move from here, you leave, go there. So you can leave now if you say, then it means that you are giving permission for that person to go. Similarly, the word leave can also be used as a noun. I took leave yesterday. So I took, what did you take? You can say, I took a pen, I took a pencil. Similarly, I took leave. Here, the word leave means a holiday, 1 day of absence from work or from school or college. In this way, we use action words whenever we want to show that the verb is doing something and that something is being done by the subject. I have already prepared a video on active and passive voice. The passive voice sentences do not have action being shown by the subject. The subject does not do the work of the verb. It's only in an active sentence that the action verb does the work of showing some action. The subject is the one which is doing the action of the verb. Very important for you to learn as many action words as you can, to practice them in hundreds of sentences so that your ability to speak becomes better. I'm getting many comments from all of you saying that we can understand you, but we cannot speak. Start today. Start by repeating these sentences. I'm telling you this. A small child learns by repeating whatever he or she hears. Now you have to do that. I hope all of you will do it. Watch all the videos and comment and like and subscribe and share. Thank you and all the best.